Yeah, a lot of people complained about me playing only USA Army, but that's faction I like, and I don't want to play Chimera yet. So
No, I messed around with the Chimera, and they have a huge dependence on aluminum, and their tank is modular, so you just keep upgrading it. Then it eventually reaches like Overlord status to where it's the King tank,
yeah,
which is interesting, but I can't think of too many situations in verses to where I'd get to that point. You know what I mean?
yeah. Are you ready?
Yep, hold on. Just one more gulp of water here.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do this.
perfect. Yeah, the Exo soldiers are very strong in the Chimera faction. They got nerfed a bit with the new patches, but they are still so strong.
Yeah, when I first saw the Exo soldiers, I was really confused. I thought it was some kind of glitch. Like, why are those infantry running so fast? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they run faster as a chopper. They are even faster as a chopper, I mean. That's insane.
It is pretty crazy. Especially since they can run over hills and stuff, so, you know, if a tank's around a bottleneck, they can just escape it, basically.
Yeah.
God, I forgot my build order already. That's alright, though. Oh, I also saw a really nice rush technique with the Chimera. You just build the explorational vehicle, send 6 of them over to the enemy base, and you're basically done.
Yeah, those vehicles are very strong.
Yeah, I think they need to limit the amount of these little early vehicles that you can build, because the rush tactics with them are just way too strong.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I played a few 1v1s earlier this day, and I really got wrecked there. The people are playing so strong already.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that, man. The rush tactics on this game seem, I don't want to say worse in Command and Conquer, because I don't think that they're bad in Command and Conquer, but they need to balance this a lot more.
Yeah. Also, the
Like, if
people.
you
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Also, the people are like playing 24 hours a day and training the shit out of this game. You don't stand a chance against those players.
Oh, absolutely not. But if you're just doing USA versus USA, it's all right. But yeah, if you're picking USA and somebody goes Chimera, then builds, you know, say 6 of those recon vehicles and sends them right towards your base, you're done.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a strategy's perfectly, you know, fine. It's just makes the game a little bit less interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't build enough infantry. I thought I had it. Yeah, I don't have any of this memorized.
Also,
At least I know how to get the resources now. I remember the first time I played this game, I was like, how do I get to the stuff? Why aren't my vehicles going towards the oil?
yeah.
Like, oh, I gotta build the factory on it.
Yeah, that was pretty hard to figure out. If I remember my first video I recorded, which is on YouTube, oh damn. If I'm rewatching it again, ooh, that was some crazy noob shit there. Yeah, what I figured out is that the B2 bombers are really strong for the US faction. So if you have some B2 bombers, you're absolutely going to wreck your opponent.
Yeah, I also noticed the anti-air upgrade with the chain guns for this faction USA is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Say somebody comes up with a bunch of those light vehicle, rocket launcher vehicles, and you got a bunch of machine gun anti-air. The missiles just can't do anything to you.
Building completed.
Also, what most people online do is when they play USA Army, they will spam a lot of Striker MGS from the light vehicle bay and just go for it. I think Striker MGS are the unit of the USA faction right now.
That sounds about right. Can't they upgrade to have some heavier weapons, or is it just a machine gun?
You can upgrade them with Tusk 1 from the Armory,
Oh no.
but you need DEFCON 2 for that. And then they get double the HP and also a good amount of damage. And That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I can see how that'd be effective. My old strategy I used on you on getting to DEFCON 2 and getting the Abrams and the artillery up, that would not fly online right now.
No, it wouldn't. Abrams are not that strong right now because everyone is spamming Striker MGs like crazy. So going for a bunch of Abrams, I don't think you get so far.
That's sad. I thought I had it all figured out. Those artillery units really do wreck the tanks, though. I have to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main thing I'm trying to focus on is getting my resources right, because I often build too many factories, or refineries, I mean. So when you got too many refineries going on, your income just dives and you can't tech up. It's real frustrating experience.
Yeah, I think this is right now the main issue for most of the players. Figuring out how many refineries do you need.
Enemy unit detected.
You're way ahead of me right now.
Just a bit.
I'm going to try to take that bank then. I got a little bit extra money here. I also find that I almost always use the satellite view. I very rarely use the regular view, which is where all the pretty shit happens.
Oh, I never used the satellite view. Never ever.
Oh, I love the satellite view. It makes things so much easier. I mean, except for identifying which units are which. But outside of that, it's great.
Yeah.
Am I even DEFCON 2 right now? Yeah, I am. Okay, good. I'm going to get my power plant going. Yeah, I think the thing that I struggled with the most, besides the refineries, was also the LEMs.
Yeah,
Like,
the LEMs are also hard to build. You really don't know where to place them.
Enemy unit detected.
Yeah, the problem I had was that I just would never build them at the right time, so I'd just always have 2,000 aluminum. So I'd just be wasting a bunch of aluminum. Then later in the game, I'd be like, "Oh man, I really want to build some not tanks, but the Striker MGS." And I'd be like, "Oh shit, I have no aluminum. Never mind. It's not gonna work out." Ooh, defense projection. I want that. That's my favorite upgrade right now.
Oh, he's
Yeah, you
attacking
weren't
me
kidding
already.
about those defensive towers being strong. I was doubting you at first, and I bought them. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I can get TOWs and anti-air and machine guns on those?
Unit is under attack.
Yeah, those things are pretty strong.
Unit
Oh, I see you have some troubles in the middle.
Oh, man. I thought those were mine. That's not great.
unit lost.
Yeah, I'm not spending my money well at all. Need to build more of these fucking things. Oh, that's why they're running away. I got a little tank coming up over here. No, that's not a tank. See that? Yeah, I get your point about the long view.
Unit is under attack.
I always run out of power. I always forget to build power. That's my main issue.
Yeah, I don't quite have the Russian game down, so I always have power, but that's probably not really great for online, because I'm wasting a bunch of money on that.
Yeah.
Additionally, I haven't built my heavy weapons bay yet. I'm doing all sorts of wasteful stuff right now.
Enemy unit detected.
I have the feeling that some units are really retarded when it comes down to pathing. I had
The pathing still needs a little work, I think.
I had a javelin here, and he got 3 shots from the tank, and in the meantime he was not shooting a single time. My javelin.
Oh, that's lame. I took care of those MGSs, so we're...
perfect.
Oh, and here comes a whole bunch more. Man, I really wish I had gotten my heavy weapons factory up. I could have had some Abrams out. I know they're not the best, but they would have been really handy right now.
Unit is under attack. Unit lost.
I'll just have to let him beat the shit out of the bank for a minute.
Yeah, I think banks are not that important right now in the game. Banks are pretty useless
Unit
at
is
the
under
meantime.
Yeah, but I screwed up my resources pretty bad.
Enemy unit detected.
We got this.
It ain't over yet.
Enemy unit detected.
Actually, I think I could take these out just as long as they don't change their targeting at all.
Unit lost.
Also, the logistical center is very important to build the repair vehicle. This repair vehicle
Yeah.
is really important.
Yeah, I was experimenting with those, and I put them with a couple of Abrams and a few other vehicles, and man, I just annihilated. Like, nothing could touch anything that I had.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Really wasted my money here. I got like 10,000 gold, or whatever you want to call it, oil, 1750 aluminum.
Yeah.
Just finish already. There we go. Abrams tanks, I don't care what anybody says, I love them. And since I have the aluminum, logistical center would probably be a good idea.
Enemy unit detected.
Oh, damn. So many tanks from the AI.
Yeah, I did not put my thinking cap on this game.
But he has no upgrades. That's good.
I have some javelins on the way, so I should be able to help a little bit.
Okay.
Should have built these a long time ago. I had the money too, I just wasn't thinking about how I should spend it.
Enemy unit detected.
You need a tack busted, sir? I'm gonna smoke.
Yeah, he's just throwing everything at me what he has, but he has no upgrades, so that's pretty easy to defend.
Yeah, that Puma's knocking away at your factory, but it's just not powerful enough to really take it out quickly.
Unit is under attack.
Oh, but RPG troopers just can't get close enough. Come on.
Enemy unit detected.
These are stingers, aren't they? Oh, javelins, yeah. Javelin's anti-air, isn't it? God damn it. I think I just fucked that up, didn't I? No, it's anti-tank. I just can't get in range. I guess I gotta group them up before I attack.
Okay.
Javelin reporting for duty, sir.
Enemy unit detected.
Can I save the factory? We'll see.
Oh, he's,
There we go.
He's throwing so much shit at me. So useless.
Javelin reporting for duty, sir.
Just barely worked out.
Oh, yeah, Javelin's got a Humvee there. I know they're
Got a
alright.
Humvee and a Puma, not too bad, but man, I am playing like shit.
Maximum storage reached.
That's alright.
Javelin reporting.
Hey, you know what? I got a pretty good group here.
Oh no, you're not going away. Man, what's up with all those
Is under attack.
tanks? All those random tanks here.
Time to take care of that. Oh shit, yeah, my logistical center, I could build repair units. That's something this little tank horde could really use, actually. Now, where did I put it? What does it look like? I don't remember anything. This is so confusing.
You
There
have
it
to
is, I
go
found
to
it.
DEFCON 3. Ah, okay, you have it. Okay.
No, I got it. I just didn't remember where I put it.
Unit lost.
Yeah, you know, the AI could use a little bit of work, but all that being said, it's still better than generals.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I haven't seen too many units just get completely hung up or just sit there while something wails on them. You know, they may let something wail on them while something else is being attacked by them, but They generally just don't sit there and let themselves get killed, which is big improvement in my opinion.
Yeah.
Get some more javelins over here.
Enemy unit detected.
I like
Yes,
that striker MGs can shoot into the air. That's so good.
Oh yeah.
Is under
Make
attack.
things so easier.
Unit
Oh,
lost.
nope, you're not getting away.
Okay, I got my repair vehicle there, so I'm pretty solid over here. I just need to get a couple of these javelins over here, put them in that building, put my tanks up forward. Then I should have a pretty stable income for the time being.
Enemy unit detected.
Sounds good.
Oh, I thought those were enemy tanks, but those are you. Okay, good. I'm spending all my time in the radar view right now.
I know, I can't play with that shit.
I know I don't like the color, but just being able to see more and not having to be so dependent on the radar is a big deal to me.
Yeah, there's a zoom mod going on right now. Many players have it, but it's not officially said that this zoom mod is allowed. So I'm not going to play with this zoom mod.
Enemy unit detected.
Don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, because on Steam you'll get a VAC ban if they're going to be dicks about it, and that's not good.
But the zoom mod is really good. I hope they build it in, because it's extremely good.
Unit is under attack.
You know what, let me be a little bit more clear. Sumod, is that something in the game, or are you talking like an actual game mod?
Enemy unit detected.
It's actually game mod. They added the ini file or something like that, and it increases the zoom. So you
Oh,
can
okay,
zoom
yeah.
out. That's
That
pretty
would be
useful.
nice. I actually would appreciate. I mean, I really don't need the color change. I don't think it doesn't make the game any harder or any easier. It reminds me of Detective Vision, like in Batman Arkham Asylum, to where why would you ever not have Detective Vision on? You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
play the whole game in this really weird blue shade, and I didn't like that. To where in this,
Yeah.
I can just zoom out to radar mode and look at everything in what's basically Detective Vision, and no penalty for it, really, other than not being able to see the graphics, which are really good, and I kind of hate having to hide them.
Maximum
Yeah.
storage reached.
Yeah, we are pretty kicking ass right now.
Yeah, I'm just building whatever. You know, I should probably get some upgrades for my logistical center. Oh, shit, I should have built an armory, too, man. There's lots of different things I could have done. Yeah, let's go for the armory. That's okay, though. It's good to kick the tires and just kind of get the basics down. I think it's easier for people who haven't played the game yet to understand what's going on when I'm not building all this different shit and not explaining it, just being like, oh, well, yeah, of course, it's the armory. What, you don't know about the armory?
You don't know about it? Fuck you.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to explain it. Deal with it.
Yeah.
You don't get to learn shit. I actually find when I watch an RTS player fuck up, I learn more than if I watch somebody just ace everything.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Well, you know, to an extent. If I watch somebody like spend an hour and 20 minutes fighting Super Weapon General, I really don't learn that much. Oh man, I got some bad videos. I think it was like USA Mission 4 on 0 Hour. I think I made that one into like an hour and 5-minute long video or something like that. Like just way too long.
Yeah, but
But I had a-
people still will watch it because your voice is so sexy, so the people will still watch it.
Aw. Yeah, it's a good thing I quit smoking. I think I smoked right up to the point to where my voice sounds good, but if I smoke anymore, it's gonna go over the edge. Okay, I'm sending
Whoa.
some tanks to reinforce your group over there, and I think we could probably steamroll a base.
Yeah, he's dropping me right now in my main base.
Oh, okay, then I'll try to defend your main base then.
It's alright. I can defend it. He tries to steal my bank, but no, not going to happen. Have some Abrams there.
All right, well, I'll progress from the area that they attacked from. That seems to me like it would be a decent strategy.
Captain reporting for duty, sir.
And now I'm going to wreck his bank. There we go.
I'm on my way.
Enemy unit detected.
Oh yeah, you're way up in there.
Unit is under attack.
Yeah, he can really not do anything about this because I have Task 2 and Task 2 is so strong.
Oh yeah, well you get the 2 machine guns, right? And is there anything else you get in addition to that?
More HP, and in combination with those repair vehicles, those Hercules, your tanks are almost undefeatable.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get some that good stuff for my armory.
Enemy unit detected.
Got 4 repair vehicles here though, so I should be all right.
Yeah,
Really love those things.
they're great.
There we go. Got my Tusk upgrades. Not a huge group, but it should be enough to. Well, looks like you already got the job done over there.
Oh,
Nice.
you're pretty good with this army. I think you can easily kill someone with the army.
Detected.
Yeah, one thing I don't like about this is that in order to keep your units in a formation, it's an options menu deal. So you either have it or you don't. You can't swap.
Yeah,
Unit detected.
Which
That
you know
sucks.
you can, yeah, you can get around that by setting your groups differently. Like I can set the repair vehicles as 6, keep the tanks as 5 or whatever, and you can get around it like that. But yeah, it should just be formation.
yeah, like in 0 hour, just CDR, L, and F. It should be this way.
Unit detected.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Enemy unit detected.
I don't know what it is about RTS games and them not letting you change your key bindings.
Unit is under attack.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. I don't know what they were thinking about that, but maybe they will build it in later.
I certainly hope so. Because I had to invest in a whole nother piece of hardware just to get around that shit. And it's still not 100% because, like I said, I can't choose formations. I gotta go. I could go on the options menu and turn it off right now, but that's kind of, well, inconvenient's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. Well, you can go to the left spot. There's a complete enemy, and I will wait here so your viewers can see how you wreck his base. I think this should be good.
Should be good, but I just realized, look how slow they're moving. Hold on, let me test it out. Let me go in the menu. Options, gameplay. Where is it? Sticky? No, not sticky selection. Controls. Oh shit! I may not be able to change it from here. That would be odd.
Ooh.
No, homogeneous movement. Yeah, there we go. No, apply. Now let's see. Does it work in game or is it going to crash it? That's a question.
I
There
think
it goes.
I think it should work.
Yeah, now they're moving.
Nice.
Enemy unit detected.
Yeah, I really love this game, but it's totally a beta.
Yeah.
I can't believe they thought they were going to release it last month. No way.
But I like that they set up the early access so early. I mean, it was in July, wasn't it? So
Yeah, we got the VIP beta, then the early access, like you said, right when July started. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So they can still have some time to fix the issues, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, while I do complain, I've played so many early access games that are way worse than this. Like Nuclear Throne's a good one. That game still doesn't run at 60 frames per second, and I have a GTX 980 fucking... I don't have the fastest processor, but it's a quad core, about 3.5 mega or gigahertz. Sorry, megahertz. Yeah, 3.5 megahertz processor running blast processing over your Genesis style.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's way better. Never turn off the homogeneous movement. That's fucking bullshit. I don't even know why that's an option in the menus.
All right. Yeah, what you need is Task 2, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm not even at DEF CON 2. I just, this'll do. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, pretty wrecking this enemy right now.
I got a nice mix of the Striker HMG, some Tusk, and the auto repair grenade launching healing tanks, which are Easily my favorite unit, yeah, easily. I don't know, I do like the little rocket launcher medium tanks. Let me see, what are they called? The Striker AGTMs. Those are pretty damn good for long range, but once the enemy gets... Oh my god, those fucking Chimera tanks. They gotta go.
Yeah, I'm just banking up resources right now.
Hey, yeah, if my attack fails, you're welcome to come in and wipe them out, but I think I got this.
Okay.
I do like how the tanks can be upgraded to perform multiple roles instead of forcing me to build dedicated anti-air, even though it's still there if you need it, you know.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the fact that I can choose between a mixed set of light and expensive units that perform multiple roles or big, heavy, expensive units to perform all roles.
Yeah.
It makes the whole trading units to fight a lot more interesting. Like, aircraft could come in and blow up my Abrams tank and I'm out a lot of money, but if I buy, say, the anti-airs, let's see, what are they called? If I bought a bunch of Blazers, some Striker AGTMs, and some Striker MGS, then I could spread things out and I wouldn't have to worry about bombers quite as much.
Yeah. But,
Unless I clustered them anyways. If I set them all in one big cluster, then, yeah, that might actually be worse.
But you don't really have a chance against B2 bombers. B2 bombers are not counterable, I think. I tried it with a few static defenses, but it's so hard to counter B2 bombers.
Yeah, you'd have to know where they're coming from and set up some of those anti-air units in advance in front of it. Then you'd be able to shoot them down. I've seen those, I keep forgetting the name, but the Blazers. I've used those a few times against the AI using aircraft, and it just melted them, but... If the aircraft are already there by the time they're shooting, then you're too late.
Yeah.
So if you really wanted to make that work, you'd have to just know the map. You know, and that's good. I like that knowing the map's important, but it's not quite as important in 0 hour, to where, like, running for the resources, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, a match isn't decided because somebody, knows... Well, both players know where the resources is, but if somebody gets that middle area and holds it, then boom, game over,
Mm-hmm.
Never was much of a fan of that.
That's true.
I mean, it's strategy, but then again, it boils it down to a more simplistic strategy game, which makes a lot of the more complex things less important, which isn't my favorite thing. It's not bad, though. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah. Well, I like the fact that they are visible now. Oh, they are defeated. There we go.
I screwed up that whole round and we still won. And I'm level 5, yeah! I don't know what that means, but whatever. The number went up. I'm better.
Yeah, I also still at level 5. That's so frustrating.
So, yeah, oh man, look at your resources compared to mine.
Yeah, I banked up a little.
I had a whole bunch of aluminum that I didn't spend very well, but man, yeah, you really had those banks.
Yeah, I had a lot of administrative centers at DEFCON 1. They gave me a lot of cash.
Yeah, next time we probably will have to fight the harder AIs, and I'll probably have to come into it with a little bit more of a serious attitude, because, yeah, those medium AIs kind of feel like General's medium AIs, to where they're good practice, but if you get beat by them, then, yeah, you probably don't understand the game too well.
Yeah. Well,
but anything else you've been noticing in this game? You've been playing it online. Any kind of crazy stuff with the aircraft? I haven't had much luck with the helicopters, personally.
The aircraft is not that important, I have the feeling. Most people build the air control centers and then build a bunch of Raptors or B2 bombers. The B2 bombers, like I said, are really strong. They almost do the same damage as a super weapon, which is insane. But the Guardians or other planes are not that used often, I think.
Yeah, I can't imagine using the helicopters in a main battle because of the Tusk upgrade and all the anti-air in this game. They seem more hit and run. Maybe you could ambush an enemy.
Yeah, I think they are more good for defending your base than attacking the enemy. I mean, they are called Guardians, so they should guard your base. If you attack the enemy and you're playing against the USA, he only builds Striker MGs, and Striker MGs are so strong against those Guardians. They shoot down Guardians like crazy.
Yeah, and even the Humvees can take them out. They have the modular upgrades, so you can get anti-air on those as well and shoot down helicopters. So yeah, you're not going to have too much luck with those. It's interesting, though, because I think that's how helicopters really would work. And it's kind of like in Command & Conquer Generals with the Comanches, to where they're really good if you get the jump on somebody.
Yeah. But what people use very often is at the air control center, those, I think Raptors are they called, where you can shoot at tanks and they pretty one-shot those tanks if they are not upgraded. So those
That could
plays
be
are very
pretty handy.
useful.
Yeah, and one thing I wanted to try out to see if those anti-missile upgrades worked on aircraft missiles. I haven't tested that out yet. I'd assume that they wouldn't, but if they do, then that would make the fighter jets almost worthless.
Yeah, that's true.
But like you said, the bombers are really powerful, so I guess you could use the fighters to defend against the bombers, but then again, they have base defenses that are meant to take out the bombers. Do those work really well against bombers, or are those just, fodder?
I had some base defenses against bombers and they didn't do anything. I had like 5 anti-air buildings against the B2 bombers, but they didn't do shit. The B2 bombers are just ignoring that, just passing by and just saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going to wreck your base now."
Nice. I'm going to have to remember that. I kind of like that, though. The aircraft in this game kind of feels like your surrogate for your general's power. So instead of a carpet bombing ability, I just buy the bomber.
Yeah.
I think I can get behind that. Although I still got a lot of learning to do about the Chimera. I think the modular... well, I can't speak too much about them, but it seems like they're very modular in that, like, you get the Tusk for the Abrams in USA, but for that particular team, if you're not hunting for upgrades the whole way through, then you're going to have a really weak force. There's no real tank to start out with and that kind of thing. It's a little bit more complex than I appreciate.
That's true.
Well, I guess it's a good place to end it, huh?
Yeah. So that was a pretty good game, and I think we did a good job there with the AIs.
Nice little bot stop. Next time we'll crank them all the way up to the hardest difficulty and see what we can do there.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, man. Good game. Talk to you next time.
Talk to you next time.